Please tell me, how life has been. And it was very unexpected for the whole world and for our industry, particularly when we used to meet so often. And suddenly it was a big gap of 2.5 years, I would say, and a bumpy ride, which nobody expected. Please give me your journey. I mean, just a very brief journey, how you went through this as a company, and please.
Yeah, of course. Actually, it was, of course, a very much of a shock in the beginning, as we were having some sort of information regarding this issue right from, because we used to travel to China very often. So we got some sort of information. We thought that this may not go to that level of scale, but in the beginning of 2020, we were thinking that it will be a supply shock rather than, we'll be having problems in China where a lot of orders we had, and we thought that it will be like a supply shock, but it was all of a sudden, well, within next 2 to 3 months, it became a full-blown pandemic. So, of course, nobody has experienced this in any of their lifetime, in any of our times rather. So, it was definitely a total confusion in the beginning. But as an agile organization, we understood well within next 2 to 3 months that what we should do and how we have to correct ourselves. Thanks to our network throughout the region, of course, especially on the Middle East and Africa, because we were having a restriction in traveling. But of course, because thanks to, Afra's vision, where we had, our own, resident technicians and sales team in each of the, effective branches what we had throughout the Middle East and Africa, within 3 to 4 months, we were back in a proper
Back in train.
proper operation. And also it was also very helpful for us to support the customers. Fortunately, none of Afra's clients got suffered, because even during the peak of the pandemic only, our first bag making machine came to one of the most prominent printing house in Dubai. That's the time where, the whole travel restrictions were there. But well, within 25 days, we made it sure that the machine is, in production without any external help. So that really helps us, and to show that the network of Afra's team or the very strong Afra service team was, timely intervened and made it sure that, there is no massive production losses or problems for the customer.
Right.
This we were very successfully, we could do it throughout the region.
Right.
So that was one thing which significant thing which I would like to point it out. Another point was actually, of course, it was there was a commercial impact of the whole thing. We lost almost 4 to 5 months in 2020, but again, thanks to the network and the setup what Afra is having, customers gave us a good number of orders immediately after the second half of 2020. So even 2020, we have to tell you frankly that we have done we have done well. That's what I would like to point it out. And we had carried forward a lot of orders to 2021 also.